So we were 20 minutes late to the party.
That's true. Hello, everyone. USA played Paraguay tonight, and we were 20 minutes late, and it was embarrassing.
You know, I'm still on that East Coast time, I guess.
Yes. Hey, it happens. What can I say?
I'm wild.
So, hello. How's it going, everyone? So, what we're going to do, we're going to put some timestamps in the description because we're going to actually go over a bunch of things because we actually recorded a video about last week's game. But I got a little sick, and so I couldn't really do anything for a couple days. So, there is timestamps for everything. We talked about last week's game. We talked about Christen going on a solo backpack trip. We talk about Tobin possibly making a C sign. So look out for timestamps down below. But what we're going to do first, we're going to talk about the game that just happened tonight. USA v Paraguay, and as Sara mentioned, we were 20 minutes late, but it's okay because I just watched the first 20 minutes.
We missed pretty much all the goals.
Yeah, I know. Which
is hilarious.
We recorded it, so I just watched the first 20 minutes, about 20 minutes that we missed. So we couldn't watch it live. And like Sara said, we missed all the action live, but it happens. What can I say? First and foremost, we talked about Carli Lloyd's 5 goals a little later in the video. Look out for timestamps. But just seeing, you know, one of the last games Carli Lloyd will ever play with the U.S. Women's National Team, that first and foremost, that's just very emotional.
No, I'm sad. We won't see Carli anymore after seeing her all these years.
Yeah.
You know?
And
it'd be weird.
Especially, you know, for those fans who've literally watched every single game Carli Lloyd has played in, you know, there's been fans since almost 20 years ago who've seen every game, watched her grow up from being a, you know, young person to now and older person. You know.
I said this once and I'll say it again. I would die for you, Carli. Just kidding.
She'd probably accept it.
She's like, yes, I will let you take that bullet.
Exactly. So that's, you know, also. And also, it was Rose Lavelle's hometown, Cincy. So, Cincy. It's always
not Sin City.
Cincy, no, Cincy.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati. And that's exciting to play in one of your hometown. I mean, so Rose Lavelle's hometown. And again, like I said, we talked about the first game. We're going to actually put this, I'm going to put that after we talk about this in timestamp. But we talk about the first game and how, you know.
It's like Back to the Future.
Right. Inception, some would say.
Yes.
So, you know, Megan Rapinoe's not there. Sammy Bananas isn't there. Julie Ertz isn't there. So, I mean.
Well, Sammy was there.
We did see her. So, you know, the lineup, you know, like they talked about in the commentary tonight, the changing of the guards, you know, it's the squad's going to look different the next year, 2, 3 years. So, it's a little bit different. Mal Pugh started. Alex Morgan started. She didn't start the last game. Sophia Smith started. Caterina Macario, Andi Sullivan, Roosevelt, Kisa Kruger, Tierna, Andi, did I say that? Abigail Kemper, Sonnet, and Jane Campbell. So it's like players who don't necessarily always get a start, but they started this game.
I literally never saw the goalie, so I didn't know it was Jane.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah. That was another thing. We can talk about that right now. A lot of people are saying it's great that they keep winning these games. In this game, they won 8-0. The other game, they won 9-0. But to play a team that's not going to give them much competition, is that helping the squad? They've even talked about the Paraguay squad is very, you know, it's a young squad. Even if it's you know, very talented, they're still very young. Mm-hmm. So is it helping the team? You know, some would say, well, no, it's maybe a fake confidence boost because...
Yeah, I was going to say.
But maybe they're trying things out that they've never tried before, too, which is, you know, good to have it in real game action play. So that was one thing. You know, the Paraguay athletes were so freaking cute, too, at the very end of the game tonight. Oh. They were getting, like, autographs, I guess, from Alex.
And they were taking pictures with her. It was so cute.
Yes.
She's like, one more.
Yeah.
She's signing their jerseys.
And then with Rose.
Yeah, they were so standing over them, and I was here for it. I loved it, because that totally would be me.
Right,
If I was on the field, I was like, I know this is weird, but can I get a picture?
Yeah, and
an autograph?
It might be like one, and I don't want to say one of a lifetime opportunity, but some of those players might never play the United States again, or something. So for them to get the picture with Alex, and that was really, and that's really special, you know, to be able to see. I mean, I'm sure a lot of these girls have looked up to Alex, you know, U.S. Women's National Team. So that was really cute, the Paraguay athletes. And a lot of the Paraguay athletes went down hard. That first game, remember, she had the wrap around the head and everything.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, so they were playing their hearts out. So the first 20 minutes, I mean, Rose Lavelle, in the first 4 minutes in her hometown, she scored. Nice. Can't beat that. You can't beat that.
That's Beautiful.
Yeah, and then Sophia Smith got her first international goal.
Caterina Macario scored.
2 times. Caterina.
Yeah.
Then Alex Morgan had the hat trick.
Yes.
Then the GOAT herself scored.
Carli
Lloyd.
Carlita, if you will.
Carli scored in the 78th minute. So it was a fun game. Watching, all the goals that happened so early. I mean, I think some people thought it was going to be 15-0 by the end of the game.
Yeah, it was kind of looking like that.
Yeah, but it was good. I mean,
at the end I wanted Paraguay to score.
Yeah. I don't even know if they got a shot off. Let's see. Shots on target. They had 1 shot on target.
Oh dear.
Paraguay. And they had 23% of the possession. So
they
yeah.
had more shots. I feel like they had more shots last game. Might have been like 2 shots or something.
Yeah, maybe. It was a pretty lopsided game. And do you guys find those kind of games fun? Some people just say, "Oh, the U.S. is killing it. It's not as fun to watch games like that." I enjoy it. Yeah, it is a lopsided game, but I enjoy those kind of games.
It's not one of the nail biters though, and I really enjoy a nail biter of a game.
Yeah.
When it's like close, it's neck and neck, and
right,
everyone's wowing.
But what did you guys think of this game? What do you guys think about the South Korea games coming up? Because I'm super pumped for those. Those are going to be Carli's last games.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be sad, and it's going to be, But like she's talked about, it's going to be in the new phase of her life. We're going to do another video about this anyway, probably when the time comes. But fun game tonight. Like I said, the next part of our video is going to be, we're going to talk about the first game and some Tobin Christen chat as well. So
chit chat, if you will.
What did you guys think of the game tonight? Okay. Timestamps below. Here is going to be part 2. So it's going to start. We recorded the video the other night, like we were going to put it out the other day, but I just got sick, and so I couldn't edit it. So I'm just going to add this as the second part of the video, because I didn't want to lose it, because we talked about some good stuff. Okay, because we talked, about the first game. Okay, yes. I'll talk to you guys later. Here's part 2 of the video.
Enjoy. Hello.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is actually a very delayed video. We should have made this video 4 days ago, but I got very, very sick. Not with COVID. The night of the game, I got sick after the game.
She had her period.
I had very severe period situation.
All my ladies, you know what's up. It's the bratwurst.
Yeah, I just got it really bad. I get a really bad period probably once every 6 months. I get a really, really bad one, and I happen to get a really bad one.
TMI. This is period talk.
I'm sorry.
About that.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Real video.
Tuesday is the day of the next friendly that they're gonna play.
Yes,
so,
in Cincinnati, Ohio.
But I wanted to talk a little bit about the friendly that happened on the 16th, I think. Yeah, on the 16th, because Carli Lloyd fans, were you guys...
Carli Lloyd was blowing up that field. She blew up the soccer ball.
She did.
She was blowing up. Oh my gosh. Is she sure she has to retire?
That's what I was thinking.
She's just starting out. Like, come on.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was crazy. So, it was 9-0. 9-0. They played Paraguay. They killed it. And the
And Carli... I'm going to have to stop you right there. Carli made... How many goals? Not one, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5.
I know.
Golazos, as he would say.
Oh, yeah.
Sebastian or whatever.
Does he say it like that?
Of course. All the, hey, happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
Oh, is it?
It is.
I had no idea.
So, golazos, and I will only speak Spanish from now on in the videos.
Even the starting lineup, Christen wasn't playing in these games, but Tobin didn't start. Alex Morgan didn't start. They put Mal Pugh in there. Mal hasn't played, but she was starting. Lynn Williams started.
Hey, didn't she get I saw on the U.S. Women's National Team Instagram that she had like three assists, I think.
Yeah, she killed it.
It was like a record-breaking whatever. I don't know what it is. Check out the Instagram page from U.S. Women's National Team. But she was killing it out there.
She killed it. Lynn Williams started. Andi Sullivan started. Christy Mewis started.
She made her first international goal.
Yeah, and so a lot of people who haven't been playing as regularly. So a lot of people who maybe either weren't on the Olympic squad or people who didn't play as much in the Olympics started, which was awesome to see. Alex Morgan ended up coming into the game. Tobin came in. We'll talk about it in a second. But it was a fun game to watch. I mean, I think it's always hard because they have this thing with teams that aren't necessarily like in the top 10, like Paraguay. I don't know what they're ranked, but they're not as competitive as other teams. So it's nice to see, your team win pretty big, but it's also like, sometimes it's a weird measure of how well your team's actually doing if they're not playing a higher ranked team.
Yeah, it was a little too easy.
Yeah, no,
but
apparently there is this like curse of the white kits. So when they wear their white kits, they don't do very well.
What color did they wear?
They wore white, but they killed it this game, and they wore their white kits. They killed it. So there's kind of like the curse, but they killed it. So Carli Lloyd. I mean, during the game, MVP. If you guys watched it, they said like 9 players have scored 5 goals in a match for the U.S. women's national team. No one had scored 6. So Carli Lloyd, if she would have scored one more,
she would have would have gone out with a bang.
I know, she would have been the only player to ever score 6.
I think they were feeding her the ball too. They're like, okay, let's try to get Carli to get 20 goals.
I think they were too. Not so much, maybe not even consciously, maybe even subconsciously, because she's such a goal scorer.
Maybe she's like a magnet. Yeah, the ball is a magnet. Mm-hmm.
And then, but she came close a couple times to scoring that 6th goal. So she was very close a couple times.
But she bumped Christine Lilly now she's 3rd.
Oh yeah, so
right?
she's doing stuff.
She is, man.
And not just that, like Sara said, it's like, okay, now you've scored all these goals. Do we have to retire? Do you have to retire? Obviously, we respect her, and whatever she wants to do, we support her.
Okay, this would be iconic. She goes away for, what is she, 39, 38? 38. Okay, she goes away for a couple years, okay, into retirement. And then, when she turns 40, she's like, guys, I'm coming out of retirement.
But yeah, so it's hard to see Carli, but that's what athletes want to do. They want to go out on top. They don't want to go being a shell of themselves down the road and, because sometimes that happens too. They want to go out with a bang. So she scored. She looked great. It'll be sad to see her gone. She looks, she even did an interview. She said, I'm enjoying the crowd. Before I used to shut out the crowd.
I know.
Now it's just like, I'm enjoying the crowd. I love the crowd. Taking it all in.
Yes, as she should.
Exactly. And then Andi Sullivan scored too. So that was exciting to see her back and playing and getting international goals and scoring 2 goals.
My soulmate, my twin.
I-twin and birthday twin.
My I-twin, my birthday twin. If you don't know, we both have a speck in our right eye.
Yeah.
And it's like a freckle. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what the doctors call it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we both had the same exact birthdays.
And then she scored. Lynn Williams scored a goal. She looked great. It's good to see her score. And then we got to talk a little bit about this goal. So TOBIN Heath came in. I'm not even sure what time she came in the match. Second half, I'm not exactly even sure what time she came in. So she comes in. I didn't
even realize, and I just looked on the field and like, oh, TOBIN's playing.
Yeah, we were watching the whole game, but so she comes in, she's looking great. Crowd was pumped. She scores in the 86th minute. Okay.
Hey.
Looking great. People are so pumped. I mean, TOBIN, such an icon, such a legend. You go anywhere and she's the star of the show too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So after she scores, some people think she put up a sign, and some people think it was a C or 2 C's.
Gang signs?
No.
I'm not here for that.
So people think there was either C's, 2 C's, 2 halves of C's for Christen. It looked like a heart to me, but then it also, she was like, the way she did it was kind of like she missed the heart angle, and it looked like a C to me. What do you think?
I'm not here to speculate, but literally the first thing that came to mind when she put up those things, I told you even, didn't I? When we were watching it, I'm pretty sure I go C. I'm pretty sure she did a C or whatever. But honestly, it was a heart, but we all love to dream about it.
Well, there was this other game where Christen was playing for Chicago. This was like 3 or 4 years ago, and she made like a T with her fingers.
I always thought that was like a cross, but T, that makes sense.
And I'll put the pictures up on the screen.
Davidson, right?
Yeah, that's true. That could have been for Tierna. You never know. I mean, do you guys think it was a C? Do you think it was a sign?
Oh, they go wild for this ish.
I know. Well, because we know that Marta does T's for Tony, and that's her partner. Do I think it was a C? I don't know. I'm split. I'm 50-50.
I'm surprised you're not like, that was this biggest C I've ever seen.
I know. Well, because the way she did it, it looks like... But also, I've never seen her do a heart like that at a game, at a match. You know what I mean? So it's not like a normal thing she does.
Well, when you come back from an injury...
Yeah.
You're like... Just everything is you know?
Right. Everything has different significance, more significance.
Yeah.
Because you've come back.
Right, yeah.
So it was either a C or a heart. I'm 50-50. Very good possibility it was a C. But is she a Taylor Swift fan? Yeah, she likes Taylor Swift. Remember all the U.S. women's national team like Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like Taylor Swift always does hearts.
Oh, she did it for Taylor Swift, totally.
You never know. Okay, so they won, looked great, 9-0. And it wasn't a heart for Christen. What do you guys think? The last thing we're going to talk about, this is going to be a short video. The last thing we're going to talk about is, as we know, Christen did not play in these games because she was taking a mental health refresher break, with dealing with mental health. And she posted on her Instagram right after the game. Yeah, right after the game. I think the next day. She posted this, and I'll put it on the screen, Christen Press, and it says, "Pre-Camino, my backpack fits, my first solo trip. I feel just as brave as I do afraid. We all have fears to face." So, she's going on a backpack trip by herself.
Oh, I wish I could be like her.
Yes!
I'm too afraid of the world, though.
I know, and I think that is so cool. And if I look in the comments, like, a lot of people are saying, so pumped for you. I have a couple friends who have done it. Katie Zellum, she goes, amazing, you're doing it. So a lot of people are
loving it.
Loving it.
For it.
And so from what I can gather, Camino is trails or one trail or many trails in Spain. So they have a bunch of trails in Spain that you can choose to do. And it is just backpacking, hiking, and you just do it. And I don't know much about the actual trail she's going to, but apparently you can do a few different types, harder to less harder. But she made a point. It's a solo trip.
Dos mujeres, un camino.
What does that mean? What does camino
anyone remember that from a Spanish Mexican soap opera from, I don't know.
What does camino mean in English?
So it's two women, one road.
Oh, is that what camino means?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going on a solo trip. So first of all, I guess we'll say I think it's awesome. I think she's doing it. It's probably something that she's probably always wanted to do.
They always say, it's like, I always see this everywhere. They say, go on a solo trip. Like if you've never traveled alone.
Yeah. Once in your life, you have to do it.
Yeah. But also be vigilant. There's a lot of creeps out there.
Yeah. I'm just so pumped for her. I'm sure she's super excited.
Yeah, it'll be great for her mental health too, to just like be outside with nature and like just breathe and just relax and not have to worry about soccer.
Right, yeah.
That's like always that's always the number one thing on an athlete's mind is their sport, right?
Right,
and stuff.
yeah.
So it's just like to like unplug and just like chill.
She's so one with nature. Like she literally, some people, she really has a connection with the nature.
Sarah, you're so one with nature that the bugs, they ate you alive, literally.
Now that we have a yard in the backyard, I've been outside doing some stuff, and I get so eaten up, and it's disturbing.
Bug spray. I have bug spray.
I know.
I counted literally like 23 bug bites on this lady the other day.
But let's hope Christen has brings bug spray.
I would hope so.
I'm pumped for her. I think that's so cool, and I think that's something where you disconnected even from social media and stuff, which I think it's nice for everyone to do at one point. Okay, this isn't about Christen. This is just about in general. Is that something you would do, a solo trip out there, or is it something you'd be too scared of, or is that something that you've always wanted to do and you wish you could do it, or are you planning on doing it, or have done it? I mean, for me,
You're asking me.
Well, I don't think I would have. Well, I'm not in a good enough shape to do it. I'd have to get in better shape to do it.
You are a better walker than me.
You do get very tuckered out from walking and stuff.
Well, I have plantar fasciitis, okay? It hurts my feet after a while. Being on them for long hours, it hurts.
That's true.
But other than that, I could do it. But
yeah. So would you want to do? I think it would be hard, but I think, and like Sarah said at the beginning, I think I would be too scared just because, Christen has traveled the world. Every city she goes to, I've never even left North America. I've been to Canada. Christen speaks Spanish, and so that definitely helps her, but I think it'd be something I wish I could do. It's something I would envy someone who could do it and not have. I don't know if I could. Totally. I would envy people.
And we're not that outdoorsy.
We're not. No.
Like I grew up, all my friends were so outdoorsy. Yeah. So I used to be, because you had to be. Great. We went camping and did all these things. And now that I'm older, I'm like, That was horrible.
Well, Sara hates bugs more than anything.
I'm terrified of them.
Yeah. So you wouldn't do well. But I think it's something where, I mean, since we're not very outdoorsy, I'm not. I kind of wish I was, but I'm really not. So
I know, same.
I wish I could, but for people who do that, I'm envious of people who do that, and and have such a good experience.
Well, the amazing things that they see, it just beautiful. And
also testing your limits, testing your limits sometimes just makes you
getting outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So
wonder what that's like.
I know. we're too scared. So anyone out there, have you guys done solo backpack trips, or even the same Camino trip that Christen's doing?
Adventurous hotties, where are you at?
Exactly. Definitely not in central Illinois where we are. No. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the game? What do you guys think? Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.